You're watching Truth versus Hype on the great Indian whitewash. First came the note ban, and now across the country, raids in progress by the income tax, by the CBI, by the Enforcement Directorate, by the police. Crores of new currency tumbling out.
Income tax officials in Chennai have recovered 8 crore worth of new notes.
In Bengaluru, the Enforcement Directorate arrested 8 people and seized 93 lakh rupees in new currency.
Over 3 crores which has been seized by Income Tax Department and Delhi Police in a joint raid late last night.
Now the government claims this is proof that they're mopping up black money. But many are asking, how come so much new currency is already out in the open, given that banks and ATMs seem consistently short of cash? Well, it's worth putting the figures of the seizures in perspective to get an answer. Add up all the raids so far, and this is how much has come into the government's hand.
We have seized cash of more than 316 crore, out of which new currency is around 80 crore, jewelry is 76 crore, which makes the total seizure of 393 crore. This is only a seizure. I am talking that admitted concealed income on the basis of these surveys is about 2,600 crores. So this is absolutely based on credible information and after analyzing the data with our data bank.
But that figure of about 3,000 crores in all is only a small percentage, a fraction of the rupees 4.3 lakh crores that has been withdrawn from banks so far.
We have to look everything in the proper perspective. I will give you example of State Bank of India. We have handled 31 crore payment transaction, and the amount which has been disbursed by us is in the range of 1,40,000 crore.
Now this raises a serious question. Who's winning this game of cat and mouse? The black money hoarders or the government? Remember, there's no way to measure exactly how much of what has gone in or has come out is black money, given that even the government doesn't know how much black cash exists in India, as this Finance Ministry note from an earlier time this year makes it abundantly clear. What the government gambled on was by placing restrictions on how much of the banned cash you could deposit, up to 2.4 lakhs without scrutiny, or how much you can exchange, only rupees 4,000 a day. By and large, only the legitimate cash in circulation would come in, while the fat cats with crores of unaccounted cash will have serious second thoughts about dumping these big amounts into the banking system, and would end up simply dumping their cash or even burning it in the fields. By this logic, the measure of success for the government would have been if a good amount of the demonetized money, say 40–50%, did not come back. Then the government could argue that that amount was roughly equivalent to the hoarded cash, which has now been wiped out. But the reality seems quite different. A high amount of cash, almost 80%, perhaps more, has already come in.
Banks have issued notes worth 4,61,000 crores to the public over their counters and through their ATMs. And the old notes of 500 and 1,000 rupees, which have been returned back to the Reserve Bank and the currency chest, that amounted to 12.44 lakh crores as of 10th December 2016.
Now, how did this happen? Well, it appears that rather than reduce the scope for dishonesty and expose the rich and the corrupt, demonetization may have galvanized a vast network of middlemen, cash traders, hawala dealers, dishonest bank officials, and sadly, even hundreds of ordinary Indians, all who assisted the very rich to either break up their cash hoards into tiny, undetectable portions and enter them into the banking system, or allowed them to do direct, on-the-spot conversions of old hoarded cash for new. Now, using the findings of investigative agencies, we selected 5 cases which offer an example of the 5 ways in which black money is being turned into white. Across India, a familiar pattern, middlemen willing to swap old notes for new for a cut. Like in Goa, where the cops pretended they had black money they wanted to swap and then caught the middleman.
आप भी एक्सचेंज कर रहे थे?
नहीं, मैंने एक्सचेंज कर रहा था. मुझे इसमें कमीशन था 2% का. अभी तक दिया नहीं था. 2% का कमीशन है बोल के लाया था मुझे. आ जाओ कर. वो हार्ड कैश कितना लाया था? मैं कुछ कैश नहीं लाया
But,
ये लाया था ना 20 को
आपका क्लाइंट कोई था क्या ऐसा?
मेरा क्लाइंट नहीं था, मुझे जो मांगा था वो साइज पर, वो एक्चुअली मेन था, वो अभी इधर है ही नहीं।
हमने कल रात एक गैंग को पकड़ा है, जो गैंग कमीशन के बेसिस पे न्यू नोट्स देके ओल्ड नोट्स कलेक्ट करता है। उनका कमीशन रेंज करता है बिटवीन 20%, 30% अप टू 40%। सो हमने एक ट्रैप लगाया, उनमें से उन ट्रैप में हमने 3 लोगों को गिरफ्तार किया है। तीनों लोगों के पास टोटल हमने 14 लाख का न्यू करेंसी 2000 डिनोमिनेशन में जब्त किया है।
Now the question is, where are these middlemen getting so much new cash from? The answer may lie in the vast network of routes through which the cash flows before it reaches you and me. From the RBI's currency chest, it goes to banks in cities and far-flung districts, to post offices, to ATMs. Every step of the way, there's scope for wrongdoing.
It goes to post offices, it goes to cooperative banks, it goes to the cash CIT agencies. So there are many players involved in the entire cash logistics. So definitely somewhere there is a process gap which has or has been taken advantage of by some miscreant.
No better example than the case of Jai Chandra, a government project officer produced in court in Bangalore this week. They found a total of over 4 crore in new notes across 3 properties owned by him.
Jai Chandra's case is being probed by 2 different government agencies. The core allegation is that the cash found in his apartment building may be kickbacks he and other government officials have received, which Jai Chandra was trying to convert into new currency. The suspicion is that the banks may be involved. The CBI has alleged that Suryanarayan Berry, Chief Manager of Indiranagar branch of Karnataka Bank, sent money to Jai Chandra by falsifying accounts in his bank using forged ID proof, giving the impression that the money was actually given to common people through banks and ATMs.
Also accused the manager of Dhanalakshmi Bank, who is said to have given 1.3 crores in cash to this ATM company, Secure Value. The ATM company, the CBI suspects, gave the cash to Jai Chandra in exchange for old cash and then converted their old cash through middlemen. At the Karnataka Bank, they claimed there was no wrongdoing.
As per our records and as per the records, there is no malpractice happened.
We need to meet Mr.
When we tried to contact the ATM company, they say they've been wrongly named.
Almost 4,000 plus ATMs in Karnataka.
Right.
So highest number of ATMs we do actually. So
And
one of the banks, like they say, like we are giving money to this company, lot of money. So they can misguide us. They can misguide the CBI. Like we are giving presently this cash to the Secure Value.
so you're saying that the banks actually
We have given all
provided
the
wrong
documents to them.
information
We've already given documents to everything to them. So on
To
the same
whom?
basis. So CBI.
to
only.
CBI?
Yeah, we already submitted all the documents.
This money?
Jai Chandra's lawyers insist only 27 lakhs was found in his properties, cash that belonged to his wife and son, who are into the real estate business.
The members of my family have been carrying on with this real estate business for a couple of years. And quite recently, we have completed one of the projects which this partnership business had undertaken. In that project, a couple of persons have already paid advance amounts for the purpose of purchase of the flats. He would even name them. He would give their addresses also. A certain A has given me 10 lakhs. A certain B has given me 5 lakhs. A certain C has given me 6 lakhs. Like that, which would totally amount to 27 lakhs. I got it exchanged.
The lawyer also claims the biggest block of cash, over 4 crores, was found in the house of a civil works contractor, Ibrahim Sharif, a friend of Jai Chandra.
In the petition which he would file, Mr. Ibrahim Sharif would also state that this property belongs to me. I am the owner of this property. I am in possession of this property. The amount which came to be seized by the income tax authorities amounting to 5.17 crore is the amount belonging to me. It is an accounted money. Even a single paisa I have accounted it.
These answers show that simply making arrests is not enough. Probe agencies have a tough task ahead to show that the cash came from corruption. But it also proves that there are multiple ways in which the flow of cash and hoarding of black money is being engineered.
Now, bank officials claim that it's wrong to portray the entire banking system as compromised, and they may well be right. But one bank that appears to have come under more scrutiny than others is Axis Bank.